Hello, Mikey. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You might want to be logged into ESV. We're gonna go through the norms and stuff in a moment. All right, Mikey. Can you read the norms, please?
No one else had to hurt another person. Education in the classroom or speaker. We would never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. Instead of kindness, selfless student always acts with integrity. We take pride in self-kindness, selfless. We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are to participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
All right. Thank you. All right. Come over here. All right. So GGI Townhouse. It's at 11:15. Ends at 11:45. You might want to attend because they always give us great information, resources to help you guys out, and then also the GGI topics. You get 5 to 10 points for just participating in the topic. So if you need the link or anything, it's in SB. Try to attend. Raspberry Pi kits, we are still utilizing these. And the reason we're using them because it teaches you how to do real world applications. In fact, today we're going to be doing, in case you want to get a jump start, Mike here, page 109 of the book. But there's also a link I'm going to put in the chat later on. You can do it alternatively. Hey, I saw you did, and good job on Project One, Mikey. I looked through your program last night. It had me up for a while because I had to figure out how to put it on my kit. But now, was that a hard assignment, or like you did that on the trinket, right?
I did it
On
on
your
the
kit.
28th.
You did a thing. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so today's gonna be easy for you. Um, let me come to this. So everybody else who watches the recording, please get your kit. They're going to be utilizing the remainder of the quarter, not just for these experiments, but to do, I think, EverFi and other online stuff. All right, my kid, you're gonna get like majority of the points. Your grade is already shot up some too. I don't know if you noticed your scores, Nesby, but can you read this slide?
Every Wednesday and Thursday, learn the code from the base of your home. It can extra credit for some of your classes. The pandemic is affecting the code and job market. Well, learn the code with a surprisingly broad benefits of code and interested. Join back up in the link before you.
Thank you. All right. Oh, there's Jalen. I'm like, what happened to the man? Let me mark him present. Just woke up, Jalen. You with us? All right. Let me mark him. He just got here. He's only like 10 minutes late though. Late is late though. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Jalen. Just got here, man. Trying to boost some of your scores. You with us? Your mic work? Mr. Stuckey, are you there? Are you having internet issues or technical difficulties or something like that? All right, I'm gonna come back to you.
He's here, Mr.
Oh,
Tyler. I'm
oh, okay,
helping him with his headphones.
okay, no problem. Wait, we're just gonna wait a second and let Jalen chime in. While we're doing that, my kid, can you read the screen here?
Daily test students will be able to complete the evaluation in ASB. Hello, all aspiring students. Welcome to class. Inside the ASB, answers all pre-recorded videos to each class. These videos are normally ready to review by 4 p.m. daily.
Awesome. Okay, so let's continue on. I'm gonna click on this. Okay. So, not trying to be a bug. Jalen, you ready? Or are you still? No, I don't think that was your mom. Um,
No, that was Mr. Obadiah.
that was
I'm at
Mr.
the
Right?
school. I'm
Oh,
at the
you at the
school.
school?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude. I be getting my days mixed up. But you able to speak now or no?
yeah.
Okay.
In my T scratch myself made co-pilots required daily. Most projects are possible to complete on a cell phone, however, but never be limited. Actually, first computer required to take full advantage of the course. Computer science graduation requirement for the state of Illinois due to board education. For questions or concerns, email me at mytel@sexyskills.com or reach out to me via FB Messenger.
Okay. All right. Now, that's 20 points for dude for Jalen. Today is Tuesday, so I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about stuff I had to grade last night. By the way, I need like if you have 50%, I need you to go back in the EDSB and finish the assignment correctly. All right. I need you to get all the points. I'm not trying to be evil, but you need to get all maximum points to be successful. I think progress reports are coming out May 20th, if I'm not mistaken. I got to check my calendar. I wrote it down. But Jalen, go ahead and read this one because my kid did majority of it.
Super
You
fourth edition, man.
start over. You muting yourself. You keep starting and muting yourself, Jalen. I don't know. Try it
Oh,
again.
student failed to analyze refrigerator propaganda guide, fourth edition, managed to answer technical questions about the regular platform on Academy Kitchen regards to project. Too scary spot in the difference. Come turn the day's cold murder day disciple.
No, not disciple boy. What is you? Dispel,
This
son. All right. Whoa. Anyway, okay. So let's jump into today's assignment. I'm gonna have you read it, Jalen, because like I said, it's the last thing we got to do. But you'll see at the top of the list, and this isn't like I did this on purpose, so you'll have at least 2 periods to get it right. And then if you happen to finish it faster, I want to talk about how you could have completed the project one from yesterday. So I made this assignment relatively simple, so you'll still have time to go back in case you do finish it fast enough and get any scores increased, right? Tomorrow we have asynchronous that don't come to class. You come to class for 40 minutes, we go through an assignment, and then the last 20 minutes, you pretty much have to yourself, so you'll be able to, I want to say, catch up on work or ask me questions or you understand something. That's what tomorrow's for. So make sure your attendance. If you're not, you'll be marked absent. I'm just saying that because it's being recorded and want all the students to know what's required of them. So let me grab this here. I think everybody can see my screen, right? Yeah, okay. That's why I love having a backup kit right behind me. Let's see. That reminds me, I gotta go to the school. I probably should go up there tomorrow and fix that kit. All right, so let me put it in two parts. Where did it cut off at? Try to put all of it in the chat, you two. Just give me a second. You can attempt. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Okay. So I gotta cut this part out. Put it back. Character limit. Okay. So that's the first portion, and I'm gonna grab the rest. And if you direct your attention to the chat, you'll see um, that I'm putting basically what's already in EDSB. So there's no confusion. I'm gonna have you, Jalen, read majority of it because I saw some of your scores, and I know you need the points. So you see Python file and such to EDSB for what? Oh, for proper grading. So let me just remove that. But that part, this will be 40 points, Jalen. So it's a lot to read. It's mainly the entire instruction of what we're doing or I do now.
And
Huh?
the same man.
You say what?
That's actually what this.
Okay, so you see where it says hello and all the way down to Zen, okay? You have to read the links, but you do have to read most of it.
Hello, all in good morning, all STEM majors. Review pages 109 to 114. The first verb pie, again is God. Book to complete project twos. Scary spot in the difference. Alternative, alternatively,
Hmm.
you can utilize the online site for instructions as well. The project is best accomplished utilizing the regular platform Hornet Kit, Tani Python IDE.
Hmm. Keep going.
You can attempt to complete this project via the Trinket IO program. However, you still need to correctly download all of the resources from either website link or from the listed link within the book on pages 109 and 114. Link the Trinket online emulator to alternatively
Alternatively,
Alternatively,
there you go.
attempt to complete project two. Once the program becomes fully functional and you have completed all necessary steps, download the particular Python file and submit such into SB for proper grading. We will discuss this Simon following class. Hope to see you there in Zen.
Okay. So this is like the I do now portion, right? I want you to understand what's happening. You got your 40 points for that, but I want you both to click on those links so you'll have them in your browser. Okay. The reason you want to do that is because one, it's going to take a little while to load. Two, you might want to resize your screens. If you're on your kit, this is really cool to do because I'm going to do it like it's if real time on my kit. Now, there's a feature. I'll be in the building on Thursday and Friday called Vnc Viewer. This allows you to pretty much remote into your kit. It's going to be very helpful in upcoming weeks. Say I want you to share your screen. You got your phone. I know how some people are. You can VNC into your kit. Now you just got to come in the building on a Thursday or Friday or schedule with the staff for you to do that, so I can help you set that up if you don't know how to do it on your own. All right, but this is called VNC Viewer. I think you can see my screen, right? And right behind me is my kit set up. Now for you, Jalen, I advise you to not use the trinket to do this assignment. I advise you to go to the back of the room. Thank you, whoever that is in my classroom, so I can see what's going on. So Jalen, for the remainder of this project, it's like kid gloves are coming off, right? You're gonna have to use a kit. Now, I think Mr. Rush swapped out one of the kits. There should still be one functional kit behind you, right? Can you hear me, Jalen? I see you, but I don't know if you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to go to that kit. If you can, take your lunch with you. I see you and go to the back because everything you need to do, well, you might want to take your laptop too, but everything you need to do is on that kit now. Right? If you try to do this on the trinket program, you're going to get a bit of a headache. All right. I need you to do it like my kid did. So I'm going to take you through mines. Hopefully, Mr. Rush can take you back there. You can use it. It should still be powered up. It was two of them. Was that Rush in the classroom with you? Or was that Overdyke?
Mr. Rush.
Okay. So can you ask him if one of the kits is still functional for you to do this project?
He said, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Because I know he gave one kit that was functional to a student, and there should still be one more running. I'm going to have to call Banky, be like, can I come to the school tomorrow, set some more kits up? Oh, there go Rush. Um, so Rush, when he gets a chance, he needs to use that kit because it's not so much he can be able to do on that computer. All right, now, moment of truth. Me and Mr. Rush have been telling you guys this for 2 quarters. You need your kits. You need your kits, and now here it comes. All right, so I'm
I'm
logging in. Huh?
I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I got to get clearance to come. Oh, there's Jeremiah. Oh, wow. They're coming back, I guess. Yeah. Well, if you're here tomorrow, Rush, I can help you learn how to troubleshoot the kit, and we can talk about it. But so I can you can try to help me set up more kits before we'll talk, man. goal was to try to get more kids set up before they take them out the door. That way, eliminates trouble. Jeremiah, is your microphone working? Okay, you're in the car. Oh, you're in the car driving. Okay. Wow. All right. All right. So, to be honest with you, Jeremiah, do you have your Raspberry Pi kit? I don't think he could respond. He just logged in. All right. Well, let's continue on. So, at this point, we're going to be using our Raspberry Pi kit to be able to produce this project called, I think it's called Scary Spot the Difference, right? So you see here, I've logged into my kit. When you have it set up, it's set up by IP address. We'll log in real quick. And of course, if you set up your password correctly using the steps I provided to you, you would just use the password of Pi. Nothing complicated, because that's how students get locked out of their kits. They put in complicated passwords. Okay, so let's look at this. I'm going to zoom in, and you'll see how the kit functions, right? So I'm logged into my kit on Google Meet, and you see that over here. And then over here, you just see my attendance. But let's change gears and put up here what you need to see. So if I go to Google Meet, just change tabs on there, and say, for instance, go to chat. This is everything that you guys can do. If you don't have these links, I can put them in the chat again. So scroll down, and remember, I told you you can try to do some of this on the Trinket IO, but I highly advise you to just use your kit. I forgot to mention, Jalen, you're going to probably need a jump drive or email your Pi file or Python file to yourself once you get that stabilized. Now, let me click on projects. There we go. And this is the link that you need first. Now, I already put this in the chat. Again, I can share it out again if you need, but you just go through these steps to get this project completed, and you expand it. So you can see you start with introduction, very top, and there's some pictures you're going to need to download too. It tells you what you will need. If you click on these icons, it says it'll tell you, basically you need Python 3. Well, that's mostly going to be on your Raspberry Pi kit. Then you have downloads. You have to download those to your computer, and then once you get that downloaded, you'll be able to program with your Thani editor correctly. So this is like a step up from yesterday where we did the project 1, and now what we're going to develop more into with project 2. All right, so I'm scrolling down. It says what you will learn, right? So I was going to have, is Jalen there? I was going to have a student read that, or
Yeah, he'll be back. He had to hang his coat up.
okay. So Mike here, you with us? Did you
Yeah,
get this? Were you able to get to this website or no?
I'm using the book.
Are you using it? Okay, okay. I'm not mad at you. I was gonna say the book is easier at the end, but she it's a wise young lady. All right. So alternatively, you could use the book, and that's she kind of cut me off at the pass, but that is located at 109. And the link that I'm showing you is coming from the blue box in the book, by the way. So I would use the book because it takes you step by step by step. You can go through this website and not click on. I've noticed some students don't click on these little blue icons, which means more information, and they skip a step and they have trouble. So go through. I think in the book is easier because it tells you how to download each image that you need to make your project work 100%. So as I was saying, maybe I should have. Maybe my kid, you could just read that one paragraph, or not that. You see what it says on 109? Can you read from project 2 to the following?
Jalen back, by the way.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, Jalen, my kid, you cool with that or no?
Yeah, I can read
All right.
it.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Project 2, Scary Spot the Difference. Python can also handle pictures and sound as well as turtle-based graphics, which can be used to great effect as a prank on your friends. A Spot the Difference game with a scary secret at its heart, perfect for Halloween. Online project. This project is also available online. rpf.io Scary Spot. This project needs 2 images. You'll spot the different image plus a scary surprise image and a sound file. Click on the Raspberry icon to load the Raspberry Pi OS menu. Choose Internet category and click on Chromium web browser. When it has loaded, type the rpf.io/spot.pic into the address bar followed by the enter key. Right-click on the picture and click on Save Image As. Choose the home folder from the list on the left-hand side, then click Save. Click back on the Chromium's address bar, then type rpf.io/scarypic followed by the enter key. As before, right-click the picture, click Save Image As, choose the home folder, then click Save. For the sound file, you'll need click back into the address bar and type rpf.io/scream followed by the enter key. This file the sound of a scream to give your player a real surprise or play automatically, but it will need to be saved before you can use it. Right-click on the small audio player, click Save As, choose the home folder, and click Save. You can now close the Chromium window. Click the new icon on the toolbar to begin a new project. As before, you're going to be using a library to extend Python's capabilities. The Pygame library, which as the name suggests, was created with games in mind. Type the following: import Pygame. You will need some parts of the other libraries and from a subsection of the Pygame library too. Import these by typing the following.
Thank you, Mike. Here, very good. Okay, so basically, this is on page 109, what you just read from your kit book. Now, I know some students like to use the website, but that's how we sometimes get stuff wrong. And not everybody turned in. I think I only saw Mikea's Python file. I need to see yours, Jalen, eventually. And Mr. Brown, once we can help you out with a kit, and I know you can get it done. But basically, you hit this play button on the website. That's all I want to show you. And then we're going to go into how this works. See, you hit play. Well, Mr. Brown, you got to turn your camera off if you're going to smoke.
Yeah, I
So,
was about to say that.
Mr. Brown. All right. You got to follow up him because he doesn't even hear.
Jeremiah. Hey, just remove him, Tyler.
I'm doing it now. Okay, that's better. Because I just glanced over and was like, what the? All right. So I was trying to play this again if you see my screen. Okay, you see this animation here. And that's pretty much all you're making it do, but you have to use Thani Python IDE to make that happen, okay? So let me show you what that looks like again. Maybe you forgot from yesterday. And Jalen, this is the part where you might want to jump on that kit because we're going to walk through it very slowly. Now I'm going to, let's see here. I'm in Chromium, yeah. So I'm going to minimize Chromium. Okay, and I'm going to go to this Raspberry up here. The Raspberry is like the Microsoft button for Windows on your keyboard. And actually on the Raspberry Pi, there is a Raspberry button. You hit it and it brings up the menu. So I'm gonna click on the Raspberry because my keyboard's over here. So this is the power of being remoted into your Raspberry Pi. Now I'm come down and I'm going to the programming section. We talked about this yesterday. So this is the steps to get to Thani. So I'm come down here to Thani Python IDE. Click on that. And you should see the screen. This is what chapter 5 was all about and what we discussed. All right. So the next big thing is you follow the steps they gave you in the book. Now I kind of jumped the gun because we're supposed to download those 2 files first, right? So let me help you out with those files. I'm gonna minimize my Thani. Just wanted to make sure people knew where it was. And if you go to, was it page 109, or you can go to the website link, that's fine. But you know, it's step by step more, you know, broken down in the book than it is on that link. So choose your flavor. Now, we come here to a new tab, and that's what they mean. Open a tab in your Chromium web browser, which is what this is right here. Next, you're going to type in, I'm on page 109, somewhere in the middle, and it says the first thing you need is when it loaded, type RPF. Type that in here. So rpf.io, and then the backslash, and what was it? Spot, as my key said, dash pic. Pictures probably. Okay, so this is the image we need. What did they tell you to do next? What was that? That was somebody messaging me. So they tell you to right click on the picture. So this now we're going to try to take the picture and save it. If I were you, I would save the picture to my desktop. That's the best way. Okay. So we're going to right click on it. And you see save as image. Take you through all the steps necessary. So this is spot the diff.png. You're going to save it. Make sure so you can find it. You put it on your desktop. Clicking on my desktop. It switches the directory. I'm going to hit save. Okay. And actually, if you look right here, there's the file. So next, what else do we have to do? We have RPF. That's the other link because remember, they told you there's two of them. So it won't be another tab up. And it's going to be RPF. It's like, yeah, we have three of them. Well, we need sound too, right? Wow. All right. So RPF. .io again, but changes to scary something else. So hold on. .io / scary pick. Because we got spot last time, right? Yeah, scary. I'm just following the steps, everybody. I'm showing you how easy this is if you're just doing it on a kit. If you're trying to do this on a different type of device, like a phone, you're going to have to download these files pretty much into the phone. And depending on how much space you have, it might be a little bit impossible. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, when you go step by step, make sure you're putting, again, these files where you can find them easily, and that's the desktop. So here's the next one, scary-pick, right? Hit enter. And this is the next one you need. So looks like, again, what is this going to be? Followed by enter. Yep, we got it. Okay, so why is it? Oh, it took me to the organization. All right, so let's try this again. RPF, unless that image doesn't exist anymore. Played with this last night. .io / scary. And dash pick. Let's try that again. Correct. There we go. So now I'm going to right click on this image, save as, and I'm going to save this image as well. Okay. Now comes the moment of truth. We got one more to go, and it's rpf.io / screen. That's the sound file you need. Okay. If you wonder where I'm getting this from, again, it's right here on page 109. I'm like in the middle now. Now, it helps if you do all this on the kit because once you turn on Vnc, it'll be able to locate these files easily for you. So let's go through it. We got RPF. Open another tab. It's a sound file. Okay, so it's RPF.io / screen. Okay. That didn't even type in, Lord. All right. RPF. I think by next period or whenever you guys will have the hang of it. I think Mike here already got the hang of it though. Jalen and start submitting some projects. You good, Jalen? Stucky, you with me? Your mic is off, camera's off. You there? I see the top of your head. I can't see your whole face. Why you got your camera off, man? Have you, right, there you go. Have you started on the project? You still sitting there. How you gonna do it?
Oh, right, on the
kit.
Raspberry Pi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the Raspberry.
No, you gotta go back there. You can't unplug it.
Yeah. I need to do the to be on the Raspberry
I
Pi.
want to check on you. You need to be doing what we doing. So you can't do that on that computer. You got to go back there. You take the computer with you so you can talk to me, but you got to sit back there and do it on the kit now, so you're not confused. Because I want you to be able to finish the rest of it at home. It should be that one. I know where Rush is going. It should be that one. All right, now let me do this last one because I didn't type in 3 web links that you could have been downloading to the kit and then getting started with this. So I want to check on you because I know you be getting sidetracked a little bit. All right, so get caught up to us. You might want to start on page 109 if you're not sure everything I did. You got your book? So once he's done, Rush, just have him wipe down the area. I got Clorox wipes and I think the drawer. I don't know. All right, so I think my kid, have you caught up to where I'm at already, or no? Like you did all this, as far as the link. Oh, okay, you got it. All right. So I think this is. Oh, it downloaded. So when you type in that last one, it just downloads a WAV file. Now you gotta check and see where it went. So I go show folder.
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to build another one real quick.
You have to build another one real quick. What you mean?
Yeah, I'm
What's
gonna have
wrong?
to build another one because the only one I guess that was working back here was the one. Remember we swapped out with Mario. So this other one that's on the left hand side, this actually doesn't come on at all. Like it's not, it's plugged up and everything, but it's not like powering up or nothing. So
Right. So you gotta hit F. Okay. You gotta learn. Hold on.
Jalen just turned it on. Never
Yeah,
mind.
you
Jalen
just
got
move
it.
the mouse. I never unplugged it to turn it off. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we gonna talk. We can get you up to speed tomorrow. So look, the last file, and Jalen, you gotta go back and do the steps we just did. So I need you to download those pictures. Here are the pictures, but you got to start on spot the difference. That's the first link. Are you on page 109, Jalen? I'm trying to show you where it's at. Yeah, I was gonna tell you about that, Rush. I'm about to be setting up kits in there.
Yeah, I'm on page 109.
Okay, so you see the links you got to type in and what to download?
Oh.
So the first one is
Yeah.
RPA. You see it?
It's the RPF IO scary spot, right?
Well, Spot's the first one, Scary's the next one, and Scream is the last one. You need all 3 downloaded to your desktop on that kit. Okay? Then you got to open up Thani and start coding the way they're telling you to. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to get caught up with us because I just did those 3 things. I downloaded 2 pictures by hitting Save As Image, right click. And then when you click on, the reason I was telling you all this last one, Scream, is going to actually give you a WAV file, which is a sound file. So make sure you get those downloaded before you start coding. Now, again, to get to Thani, Jalen, I don't know if you saw this, as I say, you should be on a kit so you can see what I'm doing. But you click on the Raspberry, go to Programming, and come down to Thani Python IDE. All right, so I got mine open already, and I got the files I wanted downloaded. I'm going to make sure this last file, make sure the last file goes to your desktop so you can find it. It'll probably go to your downloads, but you want to go to your desktop. So grab this one, that was the file, and put that there. Next, I'm going to open up Thani, and this is the part where you all are going to have fun. So for most of the day, you just got to make this program work. Now, it tells you what to do. You will have a little trouble if you don't follow every step, but you basically have to recreate what you saw on the web link. All right, it's a small animation. It'd be nice if you could put your name inside of the program somewhere. There's a print feature we talked about yesterday. See if you know how to do that. Put your name somewhere in the project, and also the word of the day and the classroom term of the day, the definitions, right? So if you're able to do that, you'll get the exit slip points, and the project has to work. Once you've done completely everything, you're going to download it as a .py file, and you can find that on your Raspberry Pi. If you have trouble, let me know. We can try to look it up together. All right, but you should get used to where your files in Thani are going. All right, so I'm gonna give you 15 minutes tops. Well, can't do 15 because it's 9:40. So I'm gonna give you. Well, I can do that because that'll bring us to 55. So 15 minutes tops to not play around, but code and actually see if you can make this work. It's real simple if you just follow the steps from 109 to 114, right? It's a lot to type, but if you go line by line by line, it'll be okay. All right. So I'll be sitting here in case you got questions. Jalen, you own the kid, so I'm hoping you get a lot done. And you're going to have to download that file, the .py file. We'll probably talk about how to do it next period because you're going to have this again. And onto your USB drive. Use that.
So I download the pictures from the website, right? I'm on the website right now.
Right. So did you right click on the image? It should come up with a save as, right?
Oh.
Oh, feedback. So you see this image here?
Yeah, I see that.
Right click with the mouse, right?
How you?
How do you right click?
No, I know how to right click. I know how to save images. I'm trying how you get to like just the image.
No, we have to save the image. It's called following the directions, son. You're
Right.
saving the image, right? The
How
image
to,
saves to
like,
what?
because the only thing I see is like the website. How you get to that image so I can save it?
That's what I told you. Are you reading the book? Now, you see the black links?
Yeah.
One says type in your web browser. You got to follow the directions, sir. Type in your web browser, rpf.io /spot-pick. That's what I was like getting on you. You need to get on the kit. You forgot what we did. Do you see that link?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first one you type into the browser, and that image will show up, right?
Uh,
Huh?
Hold on.
I can't answer. I can't hear if you're asking me a question or you're just
Oh man.
what you don't know. You can't get away with I don't know. I know you know how to read.
Yeah, I know how to read it.
Okay, so what's the I don't know, Jalen? Type in that link to a browser. A lot of I don't know sounds more like I don't want to do. Need you to do. Probably gotta get somebody to get you some help. Like
Yeah. I need some help.
okay. Mr. Rush, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you help him type in the links like I just showed the
I still
class?
have in the link.
He's got all he gotta do is follow the directions step by step on page 109.
I
The
got you.
paragraph starts off as this project needs to. And if he reads, the black links have to be typed into the browser. This is not hard, Jalen. So the first link, did you type it in?
Oh, I see it now. I see
Yeah,
it.
okay. Well, hey, Mr. Rush gonna help you see it a whole lot more often. Because we gotta do it again next period. So I need you to focus,
I see
snap
it.
out
No,
of it.
I wasn't
I ain't
reading.
trying to hear it. We just spent like 20 minutes on this, man. Come on. Get started.
I wasn't reading.
Thanks, Mr. Rush.
All right.
Okay, this time.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I gotta do next. So I got like everything. I download the 2 pictures and the sound. So do I start putting stuff in the Thandi now?
That's the next part, right? It tells you the was it? Let me come to the
It
page.
said input Pi game.
Yeah, anytime you have commands, you have to like type that into Thani. Yeah, I can't hear you.
In the put it in Untitled or put
You
it in
need
the shell.
no, you need to use Thani. Start off with Thani, right? Did you download all 3 files?
Yeah.
Good. Now make sure you remember where you put them. Now on page 109, it says what? You where I'm at on page 109?
Yeah.
You see where it says click the new? You see it?
Click the new.
It says click the new icon, right?
Click the new.
I wish I was there because you need headphones. I hear so much. Now, what did you say?
Click the new.
So first you got to open up Thani, right?
Yeah, I got thing opened up.
Okay, the new icon. This is chapter 5, by the way. So you might have forgot that. So the new icon, it was in the toolbar. It's like a little plus symbol,
Okay, yeah.
right? So you see what I'm
Yeah.
using on my screen?
I clicked it.
All right. So you have a new file. Should be blank, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then you get busy typing in those commands line by line. So
And
line number 1 is import Pygame, right?
yep.
And then you got to keep going. There's like a bunch of commands you got to type in line by line, though.
All
Don't
right.
skip no commands. Start doing that, and let's see how far you can get. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll be here if you got more questions. You got to mute yourself though, because you got a lot of background noise or
Yeah,
something.
that's the effortless.
Oh, okay. That's what that is. That's why you need them headset, boy. I'm gonna figure it out.
No, I do, but this computer's acting like my iPhone don't work. And I know it may be right. I was using it yesterday. I don't know what's wrong.
We work with what we got, right, Jalen? Work on that assignment. I hear you though. How much time they got left? Where's my clock go? Okay, about 5 more minutes. 4 more minutes, I mean. Okay, my key, you there?
Yeah.
All right, can you read the objective and the words?
Guys, official Raspberry Pi, Linux guy, fourth edition. It's about the technology that can be and with the scary spot that they sometimes the day is
The spell. Okay, okay. I heard you. I think you were breaking up. I don't know if it's your internet or, but I heard most of it. Jalen, we have to do it 3 times. I need you to read it once too.
Should be able to analyze the Fisher Propagandist Guide, 4th edition, manual to answer technical questions about the Red Back 500 Academy kits, regards to project to scary spot in the different. Let me turn this code over the day. Disciple.
The spell.
Spell.
There you go.
You better than disciple.
You say yeah. Yes, it's okay. It is better than that. Okay, so look, it is 9:57. We don't have really a lot of time for share outs. What you have to do again, I want to remind everybody, and make sure you also have this link for GGI. You have to turn in the Pi file, right? Not the Pi. Well, I said Pi, but it's .py. It's the name of the file. If you're still confused about how to do that, see me next period or whatever period you have me. I do have SAT period open. Like a lot of people, if you have questions about getting your projects going, let me know. Jalen, I know for a fact you didn't turn yours in for project 1. So now that you got the hang of it and you have your kit, you know how to get that project done. Again, I suggest you do it on the kit, not some computer, because it's going to be hard on you. So let me see. Let me grab this real quick and let you guys get ready for next period. This is in case you do not have the information for GGI Townhouse. Starts at 11:15. We say it every period, every day. So y'all should be like getting easy points by just participating in those discussions. All right.
What's the
So
thing that turn purple?
say what?
One of the things that turn purple.
One of the things turn purple.
That's not turn purple. The plugin NIT.
We can talk about it next period. Can you read the part in there about Townhouse today? Or did that show up? It's not there. Scary face. What do you mean scary face? Lord, come here. Grab this and put it here again. Maybe it didn't go. All right, let's take a look. There it goes. All right. You got it?
Yeah. Scary face.
Yeah, no, I don't know where it came from.
And GJ's been for all students last student class. Also, there are tons of awesome opportunities that students can take advantage of. Log into the engagement extra credit for participating. See you there. Let's go later on today. Who's in?
Okay. You having issues over there. All right. Because you came in choppy. You sound like a robot. All right. So look, the GGI link is there. You can head over there at 11:15 a.m. Try to be present, try to participate. You have class your next period at 10:10. Suggest you use this time to get ready for it. See you guys later, or some of you in GGI. Guys and gals.